And so stop off my garden today. So it's absolutely baking hot again. I think it's like 27 or 28 degrees out in the garden. And I thought it was cooler because it's later in the afternoon. I thought I'll come out later in the afternoon, but no, I'm sweating buckets. Anyway, I just want to show you what I've been doing. So I've been by my new no dig bed area amongst my jungle garden, but this is the only bit that's clear that I've got my potatoes I've just put in. So I had some random potatoes laying around, so I've put them all in this bed, and I also bought some seeded Maris pear potatoes from Scotland. I just noticed that I got the label, and I've just planted them as well. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of different potatoes. I'm just going to go through them with you, and hopefully the crows and everything don't come and dig them all up. They didn't dig up my potatoes before. I've put half netting down, but if they start digging up the potatoes on the other bit, I will go and put some more netting on them, just so that the potatoes can get going without getting dug up. Anyway, I'm just going to show you the potatoes. I've literally just finished doing it, and I had to water them in as well. Anyway, let me turn the camera around and I'll explain what I've done. So I'm in this part of my garden, which is going to be my no-dig garden, which I did mow earlier in the year, but it's all grown back again now. But I did cultivate this one bed down here, which is really, really long. I'm not sure how long it is actually, I haven't measured it. Anyway, so what I've done here is I've gone and got some topsoil. So I've put all different kinds of mulches on here. So I put the sort of paper bags down first on top of the weeds when it was a lot lower than this, the weeds. And then I've got some straw and all different things that I had around the garden, and also the there's some, like, what's it called? I forgot what it is, like chipboard in here. In this middle bed there's quite a lot of chipboard, but it's all rotted down now. So it's all rotting down. So what I've done is I've put in my potatoes that I had laying around. I had loads of different ones where I keep buying potatoes and then I never get round to eating them. So instead of wasting them, I keep them all, and they've all went to seed. So I've now put them all in here. So I'll just go through with you what they are. So I've put labels on everything, and I will write it down in a book so I remember what I've planted in what section. So I've got bits of wood just to tell me where I've put things. Okay, so there's 4 different types of potatoes in here. So in this first section, I think these are small potatoes like Jersey potatoes or Charlotte potatoes. So what I've done is I've just laid them underneath the straw a bit, like dug a little hole with my hand, and then put them in, and then put the straw back, and then went and got some topsoil and put that on top of that. And now I've covered this bit up with netting at the moment because I think that this is the most vulnerable area. So there are 9. I've also remembered how many potatoes are in each bit. So there's 9 potatoes in this little plot here. And what we're going to be doing is monitoring it for the whole of the winter and see what comes up first and what doesn't come up, and what worked and what didn't work, which part of the garden, sort of like the mulch stuff, which one worked, which one didn't, because there's also loads of leaves under this middle one here. From some loads of the lily things that I cut down from last year. So all the lilies in my garden, when I cut them down last year, the beginning of this year, when I went and cut them all down, they're all in this middle section under here. And then I've put mulch on top of that from my animal bedding. So that's what's in here as well. They've all got animal bedding on, which means they've got loads of manure in it as well. So in here, planted 23rd of the 7th, 2021, we had Charlotte potatoes, 9 of them. So in this section, this is a bigger plot. So this is quite a big plot, this bit. So it goes between there and there. And in here, we've planted what was called an all-round potatoes. So they look like Maris Piper or something like that. But there was 15 of these potatoes. So I planted them all in this section. So there's 15 all-round potatoes. So I've written on all these. I've got 2 of these tags, but I will write them down indoors as well in a book, which I'll leave in the polytunnel, so I remember when I planted them and how many potatoes are in each bit. In this section, these are the potatoes that I actually bought. These are seed potatoes, and these are called Maris Piper potatoes, and they're from Scotland. So I've basically done the same thing, but I put a bit more soil on each potato. So there's 10 potatoes in this section here. And what I will do is make sure I water them. And if I see any disturbance of the soil in here, I will put some more netting between here and here. So, and then we've got these wild plants that I just left in here as a barricade, because the next ones are down the end here. So the last ones are in this section where I grew some potatoes before, which grew really, really well. So this soil is already broken up, so I didn't really put any more topsoil on this bit. And these are just what I called random potatoes that I had in a tin, that I had in the polytunnel for ages and ages and ages, well seeded. So that's what I've put in here, and there are 9 of those also. So this is going to be a really good experiment. So there's 9 in there, and we'll see what happens. So in this whole stretch is all potatoes, which will be really good for this bit, because it'll break up all the underneath soil, and all these potatoes will go through the paper bags that I've put down on here, through the mulch, through the paper bags, to find the soil underneath, and we'll just see what happens. But I will go and put some netting on these if they start getting disturbed by crows, pheasants and my chickens, because they will all come over here and check out what's going on, I can guarantee it. And if I see all the soil disturbed, or if they dig up any of the potatoes, I will go and get the netting and just lay it on. I'm not very good at cutting this netting, I've cut it really badly, but I've got a big bit on this bit here, which was on my squash, by the way. So I've just picked that up, the squash, because they don't need it anymore, and I've popped it on here, and that's it. So I just wanted to show you that on this boiling hot day on the 23rd of the 7th, and I had no intentions of doing that, but I thought, you know what, I really need to get them potatoes in now, because one of them was off anyway inside the plastic bag. But I just needed to get this bit done, so that this area is being of some use. So I don't feel like I've completely failed with this area at the moment, because that's all I've done. I can only do that one bed at the minute, so it's just full of potatoes now. So that should get that soil going. It'll cover the whole of the soil here, which would be great. And all I've done here is just a couple of the dock leaves have just grown through, but none of the weeds have grown back through here. There's a couple of plants, but I let them stay there, the lady's mentor and some other plant. But all I'm going to do is, if I see dock leaves, I just come in here and just pull them out, and then that's it. But it's working, you know, the no dig. So this is a completely no dig bed that I just went and laid some paper on with a little bit of soil, then some mulch, and now another little bit of soil. As you can see, there's hardly any soil that I've put on top of it. It's a very, very, very thin layer. I don't want to waste my soil, because I've got lots of potting up to do still. I'm running out now. I'm starting to use it all. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you that. So I'll just turn the camera around. So I just wanted to show you that. So what I did today in the garden. I'm absolutely sweating. I don't know if you can see that on my face. My water's pouring down off my face, so I don't know if I'm going to be outside for much longer today, because it's quite unpleasant really when you're trying to do work in the garden in the heat. It's really, really hard, and I keep sweating buckets. So what I think I might go and do now, I don't know, just check out what I need to do in the polytunnel today, or I might not do anything else. I don't know. I feel like I've achieved something great today. It didn't take me long either. It's only taken me like about an hour to do this whole thing, and watered it and put loads and loads of potatoes in. So I feel like I've achieved something really good today. So anyway, I'll just see. If I don't come back with another bit of the video, I'll say bye-bye for now, and I'll see you again in the next video. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you want to comment on anything about what I'm doing or have any advice for me, I'm trying to make my life really easy, but I want to grow my own food as much as possible. Apparently don't do the carrots yet for another week or so, one guy said. I don't know, everybody says different things. I just watch loads of videos and learn stuff from people's videos. That's what I do. I hope my thumb isn't actually on the screen. Anyway, thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up and a like, and tell your friends and family about my channel. And if you get any interest out of my videos, please just leave a comment, or just say a thumbs up saying okay, or a thumbs down if you don't like it. I'm not really bothered. The reason why I do these videos is for a video diary, so that I can look back, say next year, on what I've done this year, and hopefully see an improvement on next year. Hopefully, I hope. Otherwise I'm wasting my time if I don't see an improvement. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.